Hi there, future PEs. Are you preparing for FE Electrical or PE Power exam? Do you feel stressed or overwhelmed during your exam preparation, or just by the thought of overcoming this daunting challenge? So whatever your reason is to take the FE Electrical and Computer exam and the PE Power exam, just tell yourself very clearly how important it is. Another tip that I'll give you is to look at this daunting project in bite-sized chunks. Both FE Electrical and Computer exam specification as well as the PE Power exam specification automatically does it for you, because let's use FE Electrical as an example. It has a set number of sections. The entire exam specification is divided into mathematics, into circuits, electronics, power, computer systems, computer networks, software engineering, electromagnetics, control systems, and so on. Rather than looking at this exam as a single 5-hour and 20-minute marathon, consider each section as a milestone. If you play video games, you know that in order to advance from level 1 to level 2 to level 3 to level 4, you have to overcome progressively difficult challenges. So gamify your exam preparation. Each one of these sections is a level that you have to complete. In other words, use the concept of divide and conquer. The third recommendation that I'm going to give you builds on the previous suggestion. Why do you think video games are so addictive? There's several studies done on this actually. And one of the main reasons is that it gives you a sense of accomplishment. Because if you're playing, let's say, a first-person shooter game, you know that as your player advances through different stages, the player gains experience and skills, ammunition, weapon, unlocks certain features in the game, several missions open up. The idea is that you can see the improvement, and the same can be applied to your exam preparation. Within my FE Electrical and Computer as well as the PE Power exam preparation programs, as students complete lecture after lecture, quiz after quiz, mini exam after mini exam, their progress completion percentage increases visually, giving them a sense of accomplishment as they move from one section to another section. And I've had so many students tell me that, Wasim, of all the reasons that motivated me to complete your program, that progress completion bar was actually one of the main reasons. As you probably know, we all have finite amount of willpower. A lot of research has been done in this area. And the common consensus is that the more decisions that we have to make on a daily basis, the more we draw on our willpower. Imagine a fuel tank from where you are drawing energy time and again. It is eventually going to deplete if you try to overdraw or overspend it. So assuming we've had a good night's sleep, we start our day bright and early. Now, if from the get-go, we have to make decisions about what to wear, what to eat in the breakfast, who to meet, which meeting to attend, which email to respond to, which project to work on, which assignment to create report on, who to meet, who to ignore, what to have for lunch, whether or not go to the gym, whether you should go to the grocery store or not, whether you should cook or do a takeout, whether you should watch TV or go for a walk, whether you should have dessert today or eat some fruits. You can imagine that these are relatively simple, straightforward decisions to make. But in any given day, if we have to make multiple decisions, and especially when unexpected things happen, you feel exhausted. And that's where habits come into play. If you have a set routine starting from your morning, if you have already done breakfast preparation, you don't have to think what you're going to be eating. You don't have to think what you're going to be wearing. If your calendar is already organized, you basically go in an autopilot mode, and without making a lot of decisions, you start executing the work. As trivial as it sounds, most of us can relate to this decision fatigue. And in the background, a lot of times, this is one of the major reasons of stress. If we take a step back and look at the multiple reasons why we feel stressed while preparing for FE Electrical or PE Power exam or any other exam for that reason, it has to do with decision fatigue. When will I get time to study? Where should I study? Should I use this book or that book? Where can I find a good explanation about KCL on YouTube? Let me check out this video, this explanation, that explanation. Let me actually open ChatGPT on the side. Let me Google something about KCL. Let me find some practice problems online. You get started started on one YouTube lecture, it progresses, becomes a little bit difficult, you don't enjoy the explanation, you zone out. You go to another tab, you see what ChatGPT has to say, you find the explanation a little bit flimsy, or maybe ChatGPT made a small calculation error and that turned you off. Then you go to Google, it throws multiple search results on you. Which one to click? In every step of the way, you are experiencing decision fatigue. Now compare this to an effective exam preparation resource. Within my program, I have multi-part lecture series on circuit analysis. I walk you through theoretical explanation about KCL, KVL. I provide you in-lecture practice problems. Then I follow it up with more advanced practice problems for which every step is explained in detail. And then I follow up with quizzes where you have to apply active recall. Basically, now you will be tested on what you have learned. Now, if there are certain questions that you're not able to solve, there are detailed step-by-step solutions available to you right away. And then at the end of the entire circuit analysis section, you will be tested under time constraint. And timing on this exam is crucial. In 5 hours and 20 minutes, you're expected to solve 110 questions, which roughly translates to 3 minutes per question. Now, this is a one-stop shop where you are learning theoretical concepts. You're getting a lot of practice problems, which I am solving for you with explanation. And then you are being tested on your own by means of quizzes that are followed up with detailed solutions. And then under time constraint and exam-like settings, you are tested again with more difficult, challenging problems. All of this happens within the same ecosystem. You don't have to bounce from one lecture to another lecture, from one instructor to another instructor. There are other exam preparation courses out there as well, both for FE Electrical and PE Power. I can guarantee you that whichever university or college you did your undergraduate coursework in electrical engineering, you would not have had a single instructor that walked you through Calculus 1, Calculus 2, all the way to Circuits 1, Circuits 2, Microelectronics, Software Engineering, Control Systems, Electromagnetics 1, Electromagnetics 2, and multiple other courses that you've had to take in your undergraduate engineering coursework. But within my FE Electrical and Computer Exam Preparation program, I am the single point of contact. Then you graduate to the PE Power program, and I am your single point of contact, the only instructor who's teaching you the entire specification. And the final piece of advice that I'm going to give you in order to reduce your stress and anxiety during exam preparation is to be gentle and easy with yourself. I know it sounds counterproductive. We feel that we have to burn the midnight oil every single day in order to get things done. But that is not the right approach, and you risk burnout. If you start feeling burned out, the chances are that you might actually pull the plug on this entire project. And that, in my books, is true failure. And burnout is real. It is when you lose interest in whatever you are doing. If you're trying to lose weight and you're not seeing any result, you're like, whatever, I'm gonna quit this diet. I'm gonna stop going to the gym. I don't care about daily walks. What's the point of running on treadmill when I'm not shedding pounds? Well, maybe you are not doing it the right way. Maybe you are not using the right tools. Maybe your overall strategy is misaligned. So before that burnout happens, make sure that you set yourself for success and be gentle and easy with yourself. Because I strongly believe that where there's a will, there's a way. So don't give up on your dreams. The exams are definitely challenging. They require a lot of time and effort. And I help students with various different backgrounds and starting points all the time. And hopefully by implementing some or all of these tips, you will also be able to make it happen very soon. And if you want to learn more about preparation of FE Electrical and Computer exam and the PE Power exam, then check out these playlists over here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon in the next video.